Well, today is the day. Today is event day. Sound Buff in the City is happening tonight, this evening. Man, I actually am excited. I thought, maybe I'd wake up a little bit anxious, a little bit apprehensive, a little bit, oh no, we're doing an event tonight, but I haven't. I've woken up like, yes, it's time to go. We've got a few little things to do today to get prepped and ready for it. We've got a few things to buy and stuff equipment-wise. But other than that, I think I'm going to have quite a chill day, if I'm honest. Definitely going to have an extended nap at some point, just so we're fully top of the game before we do the main event this evening. And it's going good. Yesterday as well, had some amazing news. Well, a bit of a breakthrough, really, if I'm honest. I think the other day, basically, me and Ashley went to this arcade and we ended up playing this ball drop game, and I hit the bonus or the jackpot and nothing happened. And I told the staff and they just didn't really seem to care or weren't that interested or helpful, to be honest. And even telling the staff was like a big thing for me. Not only did I speak to one person who wasn't helpful, I was like, okay, Bat Lady, you're useless. So I went to the desk, I guess, where like you can swap your tokens or your tickets for rewards, you know, when they have all the, like, the toys and the sweets and whatnot. So I went over to the lady there and I was like, hey, look, listen, lady. She was a pirate lady. I was like, you know, I hit the jackpot and nothing happened. And she was just like, oh yeah, that's basically, you're meant to get another go, which I didn't get another go anyway. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense because that's not what it does. But basically she didn't know what she was talking about and she wasn't helpful either. Anyways, yesterday I emailed their contact email, whatever, and I explained the situation to them. And the guy actually responded back and he was like, thanks for your enthusiastic email. It was a really funny email. I was like, I was with my friend Ash, not Ash Ketchum, although I am friends with him. Anyways, he emailed back and he was like, oh, really sorry for the inconvenience. To make up for this problem, we're gonna award you 500 tokens. I was like, 500 tokens? Well, the jackpot was only at 280 at the time, so that's nearly double what I was owed. So obviously I was like super grateful and I was like, oh, thanks for sorting this out for me, like, appreciate it, bro. But there's a deeper level to it, there's a deeper layer to it, and that layer is, look what happens, Paris, when you stand up for yourself. And all right, this might seem like trivial, it's not like I was under attack or I was under threat, but in a roundabout way I was wronged. I was owed something and I deserved it because I had earned it, and it didn't happen. So I stuck up for myself and I said, hey, listen, you guys need to sort this out. And I didn't stop until it happened. Like, knocked once, nothing happened. Knocked twice, nothing happened. Knocked the third time, it worked out better than expected. And it's just like a nod to my growth, because like, yo, the old me wouldn't have done that. The old me would have just been, it's too much hassle, it's not a big deal, they're not going to do anything anyway, they're just going to brush me off. Like, every excuse under the sun just to kind of be like, yeah, it's not worth it. Because that's just like, I guess, my people pleaser / laid back tendency to just like not ruffle feathers, you know. Right, even after the first rejection I could have easily been, all right, well, that didn't work, but I didn't give up. Even after the second rejection I could have been like, well, okay, at least I tried. But then I was like, you know what, let's do this, boom, and it happened. So like, I was journaling on this last night and I was just like, Paris, you just need to remind yourself, yo, that you are becoming that version of you that you said you would, and you are letting go of the ways you used to show up in the world because they don't serve you anymore. You're standing up for yourself, because it's really odd. Like, I'm someone that I would find it very easy to stand up for someone else. Like, if someone else was in danger, in trouble, or was wronged in front of me, I would stand up for them. You know, but when it comes to myself, for some reason, I've always found it hard to do that. So I'm taking this whole thing as a sign, not that I'm just growing, but I'm changing as a person, and I'm like, not going back. I'm not going back, man. So I'm really enjoying this journey at the moment. I think like peeling away all the little things that I used to distract myself and just like waste time and waste energy and waste like source, you know what I mean? Like just wasting my aura hasn't been serving me. And now that I've started letting go of these things and starting to be more present, starting to be more aware of my thoughts and my feelings and even my actions, it's all starting to come together. And I think that's like the melting pot of where I'm at now with today. Like the old me would have been very anxious waking up like, oh shit, we're doing an event tomorrow. Whereas this version of me is like, we're doing an event tomorrow. Oh, we're doing an event tonight even. Like, I can't wait. And I know as well that feeling of excitement is because I know how aligned this action is. I know how much me and Pearls are right in the right place at the right time at this moment. Like everything that we've been doing has gotten us to this point, and this point is really just the beginning of like the launch pad. It's just the start. So I'm really excited about that. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of. Maybe when the event's starting or just before, there might be a little bit of apprehension. We'll see. I'm open to it, you know. But if that does come up, I know to just feel it, remind myself that I'm exactly where I need to be. This is everything that we've wanted, and it's going to work out even better than expected. And that's something to always just remind yourself, is like just always expect the best, because you know our thoughts get tied to the worst case scenario. We get sucked into fear, but we don't have to stay there. Like, okay, what if the worst thing happens? True, but you can also think, what if the best thing were to happen? And just that simple switch changes everything. It changes your mood, it changes your outlook, it changes the way you show up. And it's just a thought. It's a two-way street, because that thought turns into a feeling, and that feeling reinforces the thought. You know what I'm saying? It's like we literally have hello Nisa. We literally have the choice to decide how we think and feel. The problem is we let our thoughts and our feelings run away from themselves. We don't address it when we're feeling something heavy. We ignore it, we suppress it, we distract from it. And when we're thinking negative thoughts, well, most of the time we just fucking let it happen. It's like we become victims of our own minds. Like, we're not the ones in control of this brain that we have in here. We just let the thoughts run wild, and then sooner or later those thoughts are going round and round and round in circles until we just believe them. But most of the thoughts that we have aren't true anyway. And it doesn't matter. We can literally change the way we're thinking, but you have to become aware. And most of us aren't aware because we're too busy looking down at our phones, too busy drinking away our days, too busy smoking and taking drugs, too busy addicted to gambling, porn, shopping, whatever it fucking is. We all have these little vices that we think maybe are harmless, so don't really pay much attention to why is it that I'm doing this. But the reason that we're doing is to get a feeling, because deep down inside we're trying to avoid the real feeling that is underneath. But the problem is these things are temporary. They might make us feel good for a moment, but then that feeling comes back. So it's a cycle. It's a cycle that repeats, and every time you ignore the feeling, it doesn't go away, it doesn't get weaker, it doesn't diminish, it actually gets stronger. Because the feelings just want to be heard. You see, our brain works in thoughts, right? We know, we hear a thought, we know that's our brain thinking, whereas the body doesn't communicate in thoughts. I wish it would, because that'd be so fucking easy, but it doesn't. It communicates in feelings, sensations, and emotions. So what happens when we ignore these feelings, sensations, and emotions? Well, they just get louder and louder and louder until eventually you have to listen. Unfortunately, the point where it gets for most people where you have to listen to them is when you get sick, when your body becomes diseased. When we become diseased, that is your body sending you signals that, hey motherfucker, you need to listen to me because I have this need that's not being met and you're not helping. So let's make ourselves sick, let's make ourselves depressed, let's make ourselves anxious, let's give ourselves gut problems, let's give ourselves skin problems, give ourselves, you name, insert dis-ease. That is your body's way of speaking to you. So really, we just need to become better at listening. And I think that's something that I've been really trying to lean into for a long time, but I've been missing the final piece of the puzzle, and that was the cheap distractions, the unaware, unconscious moments where I just do stuff out of habit. Lisa, wait. And that's changing. I've been leaning into it for the last couple of weeks, and this week it's like starting to really feel the shift now. Ah, man, life is good. Say bye, Nisa.